So, hey, it's Ginny and Tim. Where are you, Tim?
I'm actually in Florida. I'm actually
Wow.
at IT Nation Secure. It's in Kissimmee, which is right outside Orlando.
Yep, been there when my oldest was little. That was fun. But anyway, so he's at IT Nation. So I'm gonna ask him some questions, and he's gonna share with what's going on down there and why DS Tech has a presence there and what he can bring back for you, our clients and customers and followers, and all that good jazz. So make sure you go to our website, subscribe to our newsletter, get your free assessment, whatever you need over there. And let's find out what Tim's learning at IT Nation. What are your top takeaways so far?
Well, so far, we're getting it heavily into more security and compliance. So there was a couple sessions I did on like CMMC level 2 and some of the more advanced frameworks that we're going to be doing. So I got a lot of really nerdy information, kind of the latest and greatest. Sort of that was good. There have been a couple about onboarding with the new AI technologies to make sure you're doing proper data governance prior to just turning on your AI, right? So there's a lot of information about that. There's been breakout sessions where we actually get to help mold the products, where they actually ask our input. Hey, here where we're at now, what are some things you'd like to see? And we actually get to voice our input to help drive how, for example, ConnectWise, RMM is created. They're actually listening to the text that use it day to day, and it helps them build their roadmap. So a little bit of everything. It's been pretty fun.
That's pretty awesome. And speaking of AI, we just turned on a corporate AI here, which I started to play with today, which was super cool. Anyway, it's exciting stuff.
Oh yeah, it's definitely, think of it as the best helper you have, at first. And my advice to anyone out there who's not playing with AI yet, it's like, yeah, there's a lot of, overselling where they say it's going to save the world. Realistically, like, you can tone that down a little bit, but at the end of the day, it can help you automate a lot of redundant tasks or things that will allow you to then think more critically or maybe deeper and have more creative thinking, and let the AI do the busy work.
Yeah. And just remember that you're the boss, take control and tell it what you want, because it will give you what you want, right?
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool. So what else? I mean, what are you expecting in the next sessions? What do you got on your agenda?
I'm on my phone, so I can't look at it now, and I honestly forgot immediately. But my next session
That's
is
okay.
A couple more left. A lot of time, one was about building company culture, and that was a good one because technical. It was actually about how in order to take security seriously, it's top down, where a lot of things we can build bottom up, but you need to have the CEO, the C levels, everyone leadership needs to buy into security. And then once you do that, it will flow down, because the second you have, for example, someone who's like, hey, everyone needs to take this fish training, but I don't need to do it. Well, everyone's going to start not wanting to do it or think it's not that important because one person's not doing it, right? So it's very important that everyone does it top down, and that you really, do a good job with your security culture, from everyone from the marketer to the tech to whatever your business you're in. Everyone needs to be on the same page. So that was a good session. And there are some like leadership sessions like that for C-level CEOs, things like that. And there are some technical sessions. So if you're a tech, they kind of try to do a little bit of both, depending on your job role, and have a little bit of information for everyone.
I think it's interesting that you and Josh get to chime in on how this software works for us.
Oh yes.
That's
we're very
really
opinionated,
cool.
and I'll tell you like it is. Like if you, for example, I like that, and that's the reason why we actually have started sending 2 people to, is because every hour or 2 hours for these sessions, there's actually 4 or 5 paths you get to choose and kind of pick your own path adventure. It's like pick your own path conference, and there were just so many sessions. It was hard for Josh to do it all by himself. So now we're kind of dividing and conquering. It's like, you take out that, I'll look at this, and we'll kind of compare notes later. So
nice. I can't wait to see what you guys come back with. What's the weather like?
It's nice. When I left on Sunday, what was there, that frost warning? And then I show up and it's 85 degrees. I'll take that for a week.
Yeah, for sure. And you don't have the smoke down there. We got a lot of smoke up here.
Oh, you still have that right now? That I remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yesterday was really bad. But anyway.
Oh, good. I guess I flew away at the right time.
I guess so. Okay. What else do we got? Is that about it? That covers it, eh?
Yeah, it's pretty much it. It's the best way to, and I guess I'll leave with this, and I hate using this phrase, but essentially these conferences are awesome. If you don't send people to these and you have technical people, whether it be for techs or anything, it's essentially a safe space to share information with others that are like-minded in the field, and that's the best way to grow, right? You're going to hear other people that are actually doing what you're doing. You can hear their pain points, things that they are doing well, maybe that maybe you didn't even think of, and by just having those conversations, you can really maybe come back with a whole different processes to refine, or maybe not. It just kind of depends what you get out of it. But overall, the networking portion is almost just as important as the actual events, because to hear from other people that are actually doing it is just as valuable as the sessions themselves.
Yeah, well, it's like that brain trust we've talked about before. You know, we have access to these people too, even when we're not at conferences, but to see them one-on-one and in person, you get to have deeper conversations about what's going on, and yeah, really good
And
stuff.
when you go back, you kind of build that relationship, right? You may have
Yeah.
interfaced with these people for a year, it's a product, but then to actually finally sit down, shake their hand, talk with them a little bit, whatever, it really kind of creates that partnership and that trust, which is so important with security. So.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, we got to all work together and be on the same page.
Yep.
Good stuff. All right, well, enjoy the rest of your conference, and we'll be back to normal next week, probably.
Yep. See you then.
All right. Tell everybody hi.
I will.
Have a great day.
You
Bye.